Well, Crime Watch Daily has recently paired up with the very popular website Wild About Trial. This is a site dedicated to giving up-to-date information on court cases going on around the world. And we actually have the founder, criminal defence attorney Alison Treacle here. She's going to be bringing us some of the craziest stories behind the most popular trials going on right now. Thanks for being here, Alison.
Thank you for having me.
This first case,
yeah,
really interesting. I mean, there's nothing new about the idea of sexting, but this is something that I think every parent needs to know about.
Right. These are two 16-year-old lovebirds. It's a boyfriend and a girlfriend in North Carolina, and they were sexting each other. Now, the legal age for consent to actually have sex in North Carolina is 16, but for sexting, it's 18. So they actually could have had sex, but they couldn't sext each other. This kid was a high school football star, and the rest of his life could be ruined. On their phones are naked images. This is child pornography. And so the boy is now looking at up to 5 years in the state prison and 30 years as a sexual registrant. And what's really unbelievable is that the bulk of his charges stem from naked pictures of himself on his own phone. So he is both the victim as well as the defendant.
In this next case of a teenage girl charged with involuntary manslaughter after she encouraged her boyfriend to actually go forth and commit suicide.
So this is an online relationship between Michelle Carter and Conrad Roy. They exchange about 1,000 texts. In those texts, she learned that Conrad was depressed, he had attempted suicide before, and that he wanted to kill himself. What is so disturbing about this case, right before his suicide, the texts she sent are encouraging him to do it. She is looking at spending 20 years in prison if she's convicted.
Well, because she actually helped plan the suicide as well as encouraging it. My understanding is that she also helped to map out the exact methodology as to how he would carry it out.
Yes, she told him right before he did it to delete all their text messages.
No, almost as though she's cognizant of the crime.
Correct. But again, and I'm going to say this, she was not there when he committed suicide. And the question is, was her behavior so wanton, so reckless that she caused his death? It's going to be a difficult call. This is certainly one that we need to keep an eye on. And at Wild About Trial, we're all over this case.
Well, the cases and the insight, absolutely fascinating. I'm so grateful for you being here today.
Of course, my pleasure.
Thank you so much. And if you'd like to find out more about the Wild About Trial cases, you can, of course, go to our website, crimewatchdaily.com.